Okay, so in this video, we're just going to go over 3 drills that you can do pretty much anywhere, including at home, that will help you to improve to use the sole of your foot. So like I said, you can do these anywhere. They're really basic, super beginner friendly. All you're going to need is one cone, obviously a football, and obviously a bit of space just to do it in. So I'm going to be using my front room, so we're going to go over to my front room. Just 3 basic drills. You know, if you whether you want to improve to use them in a game, use more of the sole of your foot in a match, or if you want to start playing futsal, this could be great for that. Or if, like I just said, if you just want to get better at improving to use the sole of your foot. So we're gonna go over to my front room where there's a bit more space, and then, like I said, one cone, one football, and we'll get started with the drills. Okay, so the aim in this video is to try to get you to use the sole of your foot more instinctively. And so if you're someone who really wants to start using the sole of their foot more instinctively and more naturally, this video is really going to help you. And the way we're going to do that is by doing the basics, but by using reps. High repetition of doing the basics is what's going to get you to use your sole of your foot more instinctively. So like I did mention, these drills are super basic. Maybe in the future I might do a video that's more advanced on using the sole of your foot, but for now it's going to be super basic, and we just want to get your brain used to using the sole of your foot. And so let's start by having a bit of a warm-up, and we're going to do inside sole rolls. So all we're doing is just keeping the ball in between our feet by sole rolling it to the other foot. Try going at a speed that's comfortable for you. You don't want to go too fast, otherwise you're just going to gas yourself out before the session's even started. So make sure you got a speed that's relatively comfortable for you. What we're doing, just like most warm-ups, is just to get your feet moving and the brain really working and firing. You can also do some kick-ups as part of your warm-up. For me, I find kick-ups helps me to focus before the session, so feel free to do some kick-ups as part of your warm-up. Okay, so once we're finished with the warm-up, we're going to go over to our first drill. We're going to place our cone down, and all you're doing is V-cuts with the sole of your foot. Obviously, you want to try not to hit the cone. You want to make sure you get that nice V shape around the cone using the sole of your foot. I'll say probably start off a bit slow, making sure you get comfortable with the movement and using the sole of your foot. And then once you're getting used to that, you can then start to speed it up. Like I mentioned earlier, we really want to try and get those high reps in. So I'll say you do around 15 to 20 reps on each foot, and then you want to do around 3 to 4 sets. Because the volume's kind of high, you will start to feel your muscles around your ankle joints and your knees start to strain a bit, especially on your standing leg. Make sure you rest for around a minute or so between your sets. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to do both feet, so not just your strong foot, you need your weak foot as well. You will find it a bit awkward using your weak foot at first, but again, you want to start slow, then you start to build up the pace over time. Okay, so that's the first drill done. Now we're on to the second drill, and instead of doing V cuts, we're going to be doing L cuts. So you can see that this drill is fairly similar to the first drill that we did. The only main difference is we're going to be using that L shape to put the ball across our body and around the cone. For this drill, you want to make sure your standing leg is placed well, and again, making sure you're not hitting the cone. And so exactly like the first drill we did, we're going to do around 15 to 20 reps on each leg, and also want to do around 3 to 4 sets. Again, just like the first drill, you'll probably struggle a bit more using your weaker foot. But like I say, is again, you want to build up the speed over time, start off really slow. You can see when I'm doing it with my left foot, I'm not as quick or even as smooth as doing it with my right foot. So you just want to start off slow, take your time, make sure your technical aspect is there first, and then the speed will come. Okay, so that's the second drill done. Now we're on to the third and final drill, and for that we're going to be doing reverse U's around the cone. So this drill is going to be a lot more difficult than the first 2 drills that we did, simply because we're going to be using both our feet at the same time. For this drill, you're going to want to pay more attention to your balance, because you're going to be hopping from one leg to the other. Again, try to make sure you avoid the cone as you roll the ball to your other foot, and also start off slow and steady so you can get used to the movement. Seeing as this drill is a bit more difficult, plus we're using both feet at the same time, we are going to shorten the reps just down to 10 reps. And so one complete rep will be when the ball is transferred from one foot to the other, and then it's transferred back. So if you start with your right foot, and then you roll the ball to your left foot, and you roll it back to your right foot, that will be one complete rep. And so we're going to do 10 reps for around 4 to 5 sets. Again, just like the first drills, make sure to take your time. It's more about getting the technical aspect down and the movement down, as opposed to the speed. And so that's my 3 basic drills that will help you improve to use the sole of your foot more instinctively in matches, or just improve in general. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.